Before we begin the video, if you haven't yet, come on down and join my Discord server. Link is down in the description. Legends of Chima was a LEGO show that ran from 2013 to 2014 and was originally intended to replace Ninjago. Since it was actually made by the same people who worked on Ninjago, we've actually seen a few crossovers between the shows. So in today's video, we're going to go over every time Ninjago and Chima crossed over. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel for another video. I don't think I've actually done a video on Chima before, so let me start out by clarifying my stance on Chima. I did actually watch Chima when it aired a few years back, and since then I haven't actually rewatched it. As you know, the show gets a lot of hate, especially from the Ninjago community, and yeah, this show is nowhere near as good as Ninjago. That being said though, I don't dislike Chima. There are a lot of great stuff like the animation, the plot, the soundtrack, the concepts. However, the characters fall a bit flat, especially the voice acting. While Chima is just a meh show in my opinion, one thing I love is that Chima's legacy has lived on through Ninjago. So that's the plan for today. We're going to talk about each time Ninjago and Chima have crossed over. And the first time was in Season 5's finale, Curse World Part 2. When Lloyd and Moro are having their 1v1, they go to many different places, one of which is actually Chima. And this was absolutely the most significant crossover, as it revealed that Chima was one of the 16 realms. I think it makes sense because they're both made by the same creators, kind of like the MCU or DC. However, a lot of people weren't exactly thrilled with this, and again, Chima was not well received. I personally really like it. I think it adds a nice connection between the shows, and I'm wondering if this would also be possible for Nexo Knights or Hidden Side or Monkey Kid. A fun fact is that the footage in Curse World is actually reused from Chima episode 15. Instead of Lloyd and Moro, it actually shows Eris and Razar. So that's a fun fact, you can go tell your friends. But yeah, that's the last we see of Chima and Ninjago together until season 11. This one isn't as significant, but more just a fun reference, and it occurs in Kaiju Protocol. And I gotta say, given this is my least favorite episode of the series, the Chima crossover was probably the best thing about the episode. At the very beginning of the episode, when Wu and Pixel are trying to open the Netherrealm, they accidentally open Chima and all of these beavers come out. These beavers were actually in the show and they like to fix things, so in Kaiju Protocol we actually hear them chanting "fix it." But overall, I thought this was a very clever crossover, and it was the first time we saw Chima in about 4 years. But that isn't actually the last we saw of Chima, because Chima kind of made a return this year. In Ninjago Confidential, we see this shot at the beginning when Zane is giving his first of many monologues. I don't know how many of you caught this one, but this is definitely a Chima reference. It's the same beaver we saw before. I wouldn't necessarily call this one a full crossover like the other two, but it is definitely a reference or nod to Chima. This one is only like 3 seconds in the episode and it may be small, but I still think it's a really cool reference. But yeah, I really like these Chima and Ninjago crossovers, and I would love to see it with other LEGO shows in the future too. Particularly Monkey Kid. If the show does well, I think a lot of people would support a Ninjago Monkey Kid crossover. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Let me know what your thoughts on Chima were, and your thoughts on the Chima Ninjago crossovers, and I'll see you next time.